on this episode of
He's Tyrone.
Well, what you gonna do tonight? Because I gotta take a shower.
I'm probably gonna go eat and maybe get on Tinder.
Oh, so you can fuck? Tinder really does?
Yeah,
it is like that?
You swipe and pussy appears. It's amazing.
He's Tyrone.
I'm Tyrone.
He's bad to the bone. Ain't you, Tyrone?
Who's sighing?
I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers of all time. One of the best singers and one of the best looking motherfuckers you've ever seen. Hold my drink, bitch.
Welcome to another episode of He's Tyrone. I'm your host, Crazy T, a.k.a. Ill Smith, the Fresh Prince of Welfare, a.k.a. Stokely Carmichael, a.k.a. Malcolm Triple X, a.k.a. the senior pastor of the Traditional Man Bachelor Church, where no woman formed against me shall prosper. Amen.
Amen.
We have a great show lined up for you guys today. Making his return, man, we have a special guest on the engineer. I'm going to get to it in 1 second. DC Young Flies in the news. Knocked a nigga clean out on stage. Thought it was beautiful. We have a special guest in the building. We got royalty in here, y'all.
Dude.
But before we get started, as always, to my left, we have the owner, operator, proprietor of We Up Radio. My man, he is the Mansfield Magic the Gathering champion. Yes, nigga, I Googled you. My guy, DJ Goldie Montana.
Sit back there and say my hair ain't luxurious when you know it is, bitch.
All right, that's enough, man. Directly in front of me, man, I got my cousin, my guy, the Matrix, the scapegoat, the the contrarian for all things he feels mystical, from magic all the way to Matthew. It doesn't matter, man. We got my guy, Raymo Real.
That's some food there. Your mama said that's my brood there. Fuck the dumb shit, kill it with the drum kick, give it to the nigga with the drum stick.
Stop it right now. It's too much. I can't take it. I'm excited, though. And I'm excited because we got a special guest in the building, dog.
Okay.
We have here the author of The Black Queen Struggle right here. But before this even came out, man, she was already in the community, feet on the ground, helping black folks finding food and trying to get proper schooling for the kids, man. We have the mother, the wife, the queen. And when I say queen, I don't mean how everybody be saying it all willy-nilly like, what's up, queen? Like, no. Legit royalty, man. Out here doing her thing.
Okay.
I got Brooke Taylor. Wait, hold on. Let me find your intro. Hold on. I got you. I can't send you in dry.
Oh, man.
Oh, it ain't on here, man.
I feel like you should freestyle something now. You should just
hold on. We got to get her something.
No.
Hey, give her a song. Wrong better. This is the closest thing I got for your cause.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. I'm blickety black, blacker than black, black, I'm blacker than black, yeah.
Hey.
Because I'm black and I'm black.
Hey.
Yo, I'm black and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black.
That'll go right now.
I apologize to everybody, man, because I had a good one for you. I got it for you the next time.
No problem.
But anyway, what's up, Queen?
I'm here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, and what brings you here today?
Well, today, of course, my book. You know, I've been writing for a while, but this is the first published, Black Queen Struggle. I completed it, I would say, officially in 2019. Went through the editing process, all that good stuff, and it came out officially this year, February, which is a very significant month, my birthday and Black History Month.
That's right.
So it was important that it was released in that particular month. We were able to get it done. The reviews have been amazing. I'm enjoying hearing the feedback and the love and support.
I haven't finished it yet, but the parts I've checked out, I'm like, oh man, this is like real. Like, yeah. I'm happy right now. I got to read this later. You know,
Absolutely, it's a good read.
And it's honest. It's from an honest thing. So let me ask you, without giving up too much of the book, what's the black woman's struggle? You know, I thought it was trying to find a husband, but apparently you got some other opinions on it.
Well, the Black Queen struggle encompasses a lot of different struggles that we face, from not getting proper respect, from not being acknowledged as inventors, as leaders, as educators, as just overall human beings who have did so much and contributed so much to society. So that's what it is, I guess, diving into, for the most part, going through our history in this country and this country, and kind of trying to bridge a gap, making sure that we are focused on our sisterhood and getting back with our men and building strong nations across this world.
Now, we're gonna get back into the black stuff, but I want to ask, because you have one of the most coveted titles amongst black women. You are a wife.
Yeah.
And right, like, is there any advice you can get, ladies? I know girls that can't find boyfriends. You know, like.
This is a hell of a segue.
We don't come back.
Speaking of wifeism,
right, wifeism. I don't know. There's no advice that I could give. I don't think. That isn't.
Do's and don'ts.
Don't be insecure.
It's like don't be black.
Don't be controlling. Be honest. And look at him as a human being and not just a man.
The person, not the possession.
Correct.
Respect. Respect. No, I think that's important because I don't know. It was been some women I was with, and it was like, man, if you would have did a little bit more in this window, you had me. I was under the spell. You know, I would have been on bended knee.
Right.
Or you done talked yourself out of it.
I don't know. I knew my husband for a while before we got married. We were friends and then lovers.
Yeah.
So I guess. And like we talked about the other day, loving unconditionally. Like I've never been a Christian.
Okay.
And I married a very Christian man. And I was very not Christian.
You converted him. You converted him.
He knew I did not believe in Jesus at all.
That makes for a whole lot of interesting dialogue.
Okay, yeah, we're going to touch on that. I want to get back to that unconditional love thing. Jesus, like, Jesus Christ. We're going to get back. So what do you mean unconditional? Because I'm like, people say it, right? They throw it around, but it's conditional like a motherfucker.
It's very conditional. I want you to be a certain way. I mean, religion is the best example. Like, if you don't believe in what I believe in, 9 times first of all, you going to hell.
Yeah,
I can't be with you because you damned and you damn me. So that alone, it breaks people apart. Just the religious barrier. On top of, like we mentioned, is cheating a deal breaker?
Yeah, it's cheating a deal breaker.
I say it's not, but I think everything is circumstantial. So obviously, if there's a man who is just a habitual cheater and he's just constantly cheating, and you constantly finding him cheating, and he's being messy, and he done gave you STDs, and it's a variety of things that will lead you to the conclusion that you should not be in this relationship. But too often you find that people will leave just because someone made a mistake.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, I mean, yeah, we grown and you know better, but I feel that it is possible to feel remorse for cheating and do better.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't give that opportunity. So.
Yeah, you don't, man. Look, I thought I was big. Like, we had the conversation before, and I was like, yeah, but in recent times, I have my homeboy that lives with me. He's known him since like '82. This is my brother. You know what I mean? But he no homo, handsome fella, right? He got the I just came home from jail body, right? So we kicking it one day. He go out to leave. I'm like, cool. I'm gonna have this girl come over. You know what I'm saying? While he gone, you know, I can shoot my shot with uninterrupted.
Right.
Man, he pop up. She see him. She like, hey, I was pissed. I'm like, motherfucker, what are you doing here, man? Like,
wow, she was not solid.
But no, we just talking. It's early stage. I'm not expecting any loyalty, but it was more about the possession than the person. Right. I'm like, man, if you don't quit trying to play with my toy, get your handsome and shape ass up out of here, man. I haven't locked this down yet. I'm furious.
So your adult insecurity kicked in.
Yeah, I was like, oh. Like, man, you got to go.
Right.
And like, he was a little tipsy. I tried to give him some liquor. Like, here, go to sleep, man. Get out of here.
That is funny.
Yeah, but no, sometimes you don't realize it.
Right.
You know, like, when you say you love something, like, what does it mean? You know, guys love their girl and they car. You know, and the Browns.
Exactly right.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You love me. What is that?
I agree. Yeah. It's all in perspective. Like I said, it's circumstantial for sure. You definitely got to weigh what's going on and how they're treating you.
Yeah.
But it's like me and my husband, we're honest about who we are, and that is what we love about each other. We're not the same. We're literally night and day. He likes night, I like day. He like cold, rainy days. I need the sun to be blinding me.
Right.
But we're on the same path as revolutionaries. We both want liberation for our people. We both look at sciences and watch UFO videos. Like, there's different things that you have to find that ground you to that person, but at the end of the day, you have to want them to be successful the same way you want yourself to be successful. There can never be a competition between you and your significant other in any way, shape, or form.
Man, I'm about to cry, man. That's beautiful, right? Absolutely. Do you think the fact that you both like revolutionaries, you both have your own common goal outside of the relationship, do you think that helps?
Yeah, I guess you can say so, because there is nothing that he is doing or not doing would affect what I'm doing or not doing.
Yeah.
So we have our own aspirations, but at the same time, we have a goal that we find in common.
Yeah.
So I guess it works that way.
Oh wow, man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think a lot of people go into relationships like that. Like you said, they make a mistake and it's deal breaker.
Right.
And they say what divorce is at like 55% now.
Yeah, it's high.
Yeah, but to your point about having different things, when people make over $200,000, the divorce rates go down to about 20%. Yeah, it's like we got shit big. Fuck my hurt feelings. We got to keep it pushing.
Go to the other wing, bro.
Right.
Go to the other wing.
I'll see you in a few weeks.
Right. I'm gonna just go to Paris.
Yeah, right.
I don't have time for this.
Yeah, but that money makes a difference though, man. Like
it does, but it shouldn't be make or break. Like, I don't like the concept of 50-50. I feel like you should be giving 50-50, but you just cannot anticipate that both parties are always going to have 50.
No, I agree.
So you also have to love them when they have 20. You can't be like, nigga, where your other percentages?
Right, or even like being evenly yoked. You know what I'm saying? My 100% might not be your 100%.
Exactly.
You know, your 100% might not be enough for me.
Exactly.
And that's real.
Yep, that's
and if you see that, don't be holding on to folks because you're scared or insecure. Let them go. Like, I know this ain't gonna work. Let's just start over.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's true.
I don't agree with that at all.
What?
I believe that like finances shouldn't determine if y'all gonna be in a relationship. Does this person make you happy?
Absolutely.
Does this person communicate with you? Does this person teach you things from their world that you didn't know in your world? Like, it's stuff like that that make it strong. It don't matter if y'all got money or not, to me.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree with that too, but I'm saying like in the sense of longevity. You know, like, all right.
You can be with somebody your whole life that's broke.
Yeah.
You can be making the money. Men have been
Y'all
doing
seen
it for
Fences?
thousands of years. As
Fences?
men, we done found broke women, and I ain't talking down, these just facts. Put them in a household with us and agreed to share everything 50-50 with them, long as they kept the house together. It been going on since, so women just not getting a taste of what it's like to have somebody living with them that's not contributing. We've been dealing with it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That is very true.
And
Facts.
even it doesn't.
That is very true.
But see, men have a way of earning what's called sweat equity. Sweat equity is, I know how to fix on cars, so I'm gonna save you car money by fixing them myself.
Facts.
I know how to cut grass, so I'm gonna save you landscaping money by cutting it myself. I know how to clean the house, so I'm gonna save us housekeeping money by keeping the house. I'm not just sitting here as a man playing the game and building piles of trash around me.
Getting your Xbox score through the roof, girl.
I'm a master prestige. Right. So when you look at it in that light, it's a way for people to be happy if they don't have the same bag.
I agree.
Like, if this person, I don't care. Like, we all got that one or two broke niggas that we let hang around us. that have less than us because they bring something to ourselves.
Yeah, some energy or something.
They funny. They a self-esteem booster. We don't know what it is. You know, it's probably a million technical terms, but we all got that one person that, okay, I want to let my daughter date him, but he a cool dude.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing. You don't need to. You just got to find. I believe people just got to find that one person that make them feel whole, that make them feel happy, that appreciate them, that boost them to be better, even when they feel like they all tapped out. All that. Yep. Be there when they down. That's the main one.
Man.
That's the one that hurts the most. Is when they ain't there with you when you're down.
That's why I want to get married, because I party a lot. I'm like, well, if my kidneys fail, who would really care? Who would really be there?
So we'll go home by yourself.
Yeah, right. I'm somebody I don't have to pay.
Let me find out you really be on Tinder. Tell me you gotta have type O blood.
right. What's your blood pressure like? Do you drink?
Trying to line up a spare kidney now?
Right. Do you drink, girl? Don't stop it. Stop it. No.
Both of us can't drink.
Yeah, right. No, that is funny, man. So, in other black ass news, your boy DC Young Fly was doing a performance on stage the other day, comedy like he known to do. Nigga hopped up on stage, DC cleaned him.
Oh boy.
He said, all you heard was "fuck you mean." Bow.
Wow.
And then finished the show.
Well,
show must go on.
Show must go on.
He put out a statement, said he's from the west side of Atlanta, and he's been through things. He's been shot at, stabbed, he's been traumatized. It's a reflex, but he don't mean no harm.
I mean, it's a proper reflex in my opinion. You jump up on stage. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, and it wasn't no little dude neither. It was one of he looked like the dudes off Streets of Rage, the bald-headed guys.
Oh my.
He was huge, man.
What was the security at?
Security couldn't get there in time. Dude hopped up, DC reacted.
Right.
Good thing he had reaction
Security
next
came
week.
and cleaned him up afterwards.
Yeah, good thing he reacted quickly.
His reaction time has stepped up.
Yeah, but yeah, man. But I don't know. I think that's dope, man. Because like nowadays, as a famous black man, you can't really do anything without getting at least the threat of canceled. You know what I mean?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's like that fame is fragile for us.
Somebody's trying to find a loophole now.
It's like everybody got to give a disclaimer when they talk. Like, well, gay dudes. I ain't got nothing against gay people.
Yeah, you got to say that.
You got to get a disclaimer every time you talk about something because everybody automatically. And I was talking about this the other day. People assume the worst before they assume the best.
Yeah,
that is true.
You might have, like, say you get home and your mechanic forgot to connect something. You might think, oh, he set me up. He want me to come back and get something fixed. He knew that if he didn't connect this wire, my shit was going to break down. Maybe he just forgot.
Right.
Yeah. Everything's not personal.
Or maybe something distracted him and he just didn't even remember to come back. And you don't know what happened. Mm-hmm. But we assume the worst. Why we assume the worst? Why we don't just say, well, let me call him and see what happened and see what he say, because maybe I'm assuming the worst.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I always say, like, black folks, we're not allowed to be in cancel culture. We ain't got too many. There ain't too many of us, so it ain't too many good ones of us. You know what I mean? We can't cancel nobody.
Niggas can't spell cancel culture. That's not for us.
Man, niggas be quick to cancel, man. Like Stacey Dash she's still trying to get reinstated.
Man, we be looking at each other like, I ain't doing that. What's her name? Monique. She came on there and told us not to watch Netflix. It was like, bitch, please.
Yeah. Nobody went there.
That was her own.
The new series about the elves coming out. We watch it.
Right.
The culture wasn't with Monique on that. That was her own personal problem.
Not one bit. Yeah, no.
And look, speaking of marriage, I think a lot of Monique's problem is her husband. Like, I hear way too, like, well, shut up. What are you doing here, man? Like, nobody else's spouse speaks for them. Yeah, no, you know what I mean?
She allows it.
I don't know. I don't know their marriage, but from what I've seen, it's like,
as the breadwinner, she should have allowed it.
Yeah, right. She messed up. That's making restitution. No, you could be the man now. You go ahead.
How hard is that, though, if you're an alpha male? Let's say you're a male and you used to run and shit, you're the man of your town, and Oprah Winfrey shoot you a shot.
Not Oprah.
You a beta male.
Hey.
I mean, how do you handle that?
I'm still the man of this house.
Do you You can only talk shit at card games.
I'm still the man of this pool house.
Hey, I'm sick of this bullshit, Oprah. Fuck you, do what I say. Now give me some money. I'm about to go.
Do you gotta be a certain type of humble?
Absolutely.
I ain't never seen Stedman raise. I ain't never heard him talk before.
Yeah. I don't know, but Stedman he's like secure. He ain't got Oprah money, but he got enough for what he need. Like, he don't really got to bow down to Oprah, I don't think.
No,
he's still in good graces.
Oprah still talking to her with a certain type of weight to her wallet.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Oprah ain't holding no punches.
Stedman.
And Oprah ain't walking around that bitch like, I would tell him how I feel, but I just don't really want to get into it. She know Oprah gonna be like, bitch, I ain't like that shit you did. Don't do that shit no more, nigga. I don't give a fuck how much money, little money you got. Right. She's showing up and blowing down. See, this is, as men, how do you feel? My question was, as a man, how do you submit to that?
You don't though, man. Like I didn't have.
How do you come into that relationship? Like I'm somebody's bitch now.
But look, you don't.
But that would only have to be the case if that's how she is, and I would hope no man is dealing with no. I mean,
you think men ain't getting verbally abused? We invented the word verbally abused. But that's our get back from the physical abuse.
But you still got to be the quarterback. I done been with a bunch of women who've been more the breadwinner than me. And it's like, look, I'm the man. Look, hand me the money in the car before we go inside. They don't need to know how we living. I'm still the man.
You don't need to know how you living.
I go fix me a plate.
I will feel so fake and weak having that conversation.
You don't have it. You got to make it. You got to make it strong. Give me the money before we get in there. Come on. You got to be
hilarious, man.
We leaving. See y'all.
I want them to know. I want them to know it's your money.
They don't know me.
I want them to know it's her money. And she just loved me so much, she treated me to dinner.
It's not going to be received the same.
Because you had to pay his way in.
What you doing, Queen? You deserve better.
He pulled out a Newport and asked her for a light.
Oh, my
I'm going to let that marinate for a minute.
Right, look.
You got a whole pack of Newports and no light?
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you guys about this too, man. Recently in the news, Leslie Jones got accused by two different comedians of stealing their jokes, right? And also Bill Bellamy got accused of stealing jokes from Corey Holcomb.
Oh.
Yeah, Corey got with him. They had to talk and made peace since then. But I don't know. It made me think like philosophically, like, can you steal a joke?
Yes.
You know what I mean? At some point, jokes
I was
gonna say, what's the time frame? Like at some point, jokes become public record. You know, you got mama jokes, knock jokes. At some point, anybody could tell them and nobody cares.
Right.
I can agree that you could have the same prism.
Like principle, the premise.
The premise. I mean,
yeah.
You know, my mouth should be slurry.
I got you, bro.
The same. You can have the same premise, but the words, word for word, with the same delivery and pauses and everything. That's too much.
That's plagiarism.
You gotta have your own sauce, man.
You gotta have your own sauce.
Put your own ingredients.
So for context, Leslie Jones made a joke that was what that dick do. Basically, that was the punchline of the joke.
Okay.
Right. So then they flash back to the comedian Precious a couple years ago. She doing the joke with a "What That Dick Do" shirt on. You know, like.
Oh, so clearly.
She's obviously premeditated this joke. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I don't know. If Leslie Jones do it, she on a bigger stage, so they're not gonna believe the little guy made the joke first.
I would think it was okay if she went to her and was like, yo, that joke was funny as hell. I want to use it. Let me give you a piece after I have my show or something. That would be fine. Or if she was acknowledging someone who told a joke historically, that would be fine. But if she watched it and was like, ooh, I'm going to tuck that in my little pouch.
Right.
Or if what about if
sometimes
cool. Two good minds think alike? It can't be that. I mean, but at the end of the day, comedians mine for comedy material. They go to small clubs. They talk to people. They do all kind of stuff to get material. They don't look at us like they stealing. They look like it was some money they found on the ground.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Who
saying?
got this bread?
They don't know. They didn't say that. They're like, ooh, look. They don't care where it came from. They pick. You pick money off the ground. You look. If you don't see nobody, you just found it.
Like, I'd have had niggas tell me my own story. Like, yeah. And so then I saw the bitch, and then I'm like, nigga, what's her name? I told you that story. Yeah, but I don't know. I do agree with that to some point. On the minds think alike. Because when Kobe died, man, every comedian had a Kobe joke. It was all right. Let's see what's going to happen. But. Some jokes, not Kobe, but some jokes write themselves. You know what I mean? When Trump was in there, it was like, it's no, it's no surprise. There's no punchline. He's gonna milk all the comedy out of it before you can joke it.
Yeah, it depends. I think if she watched that girl video and then took it And with malicious intent, that's not cool.
Yeah. And if you took it with any intent, it's mine. Leave mine. Put mine down.
It's intellectual property.
Yep.
Get your hands off mine.
Yep.
Right. Can you get jokes copyrighted?
I don't care what your intentions is. If you ain't asked for permission and I ain't granted.
We're gonna Google that for next episode. Can you get jokes copyrighted?
Right.
Yes, you can. It's written material.
Can't no other comedian say I ain't scared of you,
It's written
motherfuckers.
material just like a song.
Yeah.
It's just like a song. People copyright jokes all the time. What do you mean?
Yeah.
People buy and sell jokes. I could write a joke, copyright it, and sell it to a comedian. Now it's his joke.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess some comedians do have ghostwriters.
A lot of them do.
So I'm trying to think of anybody that I like.
More of the famous people do than don't.
I can't think of who's great who I can feel like has a ghost. Like I don't think Cat does.
Not nobody alive.
I think Kevin might. I think Kevin Hart might. What you mean? Stop.
They have people around them that they got around them that we not friends for real. I just keep you around to get high with you because you give me great material for the show.
Oh yeah, so look, do you get a writing credit? Because I feel like that's what Paul Mooney. They say Paul Mooney wrote for Richard Pryor, but I think they were shooting the shit, and it was like, oh okay, the idea gets sparked, and then it turns into a joke.
Technically, it came from my imagination, my mind. It's my joke. We all laughed at it. You took the material from our private circle to the stage and gained profit for it. I should be shot a gapper.
I would say it's our collaboration more so, but yeah, I feel you. Yeah. We co-opted on some shit.
That's like if I get you a job at a factory paying $50 an hour, your first paycheck, I expect a gapper.
Damn. They got me 2 weeks in the hole, Goldie. Come on, man.
It's called a manager.
I'm take you out for some shots, man.
It's called a manager. Every artist has one. All his job is to get shows and get money. So you get a gapper for being the plug. You the gapper. Just give me my regular gapper.
I feel it, man. Speaking of gapper, do you mind talking about your day job? I don't want to put you on the spot with that.
Speaking of gapper,
I do customer service.
Can you say? I don't say the company, but just customer service.
I can't even say what I do.
Okay, we ain't gonna talk about it. We're gonna leave it there. We're gonna cut that. We're gonna cut that.
Level customer service. I'm not regular.
So anyway, the program you have for Juneteenth coming up.
I got so many questions.
Damn.
We'll talk about it off air.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it off air. So your Juneteenth program, what's going on with that?
Oh yes, Juneteenth. So Juneteenth, I will be at the Box Spot. I'll be selling my books. I have bookmarks. I have T-shirts, and I also be reciting poetry.
What?
Yes.
For all the listeners that don't know what Juneteenth is, give them a quick history lesson.
Oh, okay. Juneteenth is the annual celebration for Black liberation. It is our Independence Day. It was first really big in Texas. It has been a national, it's been a certified holiday in Texas for, I don't even know how many years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
As far as how we get July 4th and Christmas off, it's that big in Texas. That day is significant because when the Emancipation Proclamation was originally signed, there were still slaves in Texas, and they were not released from their slave owners until June 19th of 1965.
Nice, look at that, man. That's crazy, man. Yeah, that's dope that you know that history.
Message. Right.
But yeah, and I've been seeing more and more momentum about Juneteenth in the last few years. Like people have been making it bigger, doing more, bringing more awareness.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's dope, man. You gonna be doing poetry, man?
Yes, I love poetry. I can watch poetry for hours. Sometimes I watch or read poetry that's so good that I'm like, oh my God, it makes my poetry feel like, damn, is my poetry even good? But at the same time, I love to write.
Yeah.
And I feel like for whatever reason, my poetry flows better from a place of hurt. It's not like my storytelling where I could tell a variety of stories.
I ain't even lying. We want to hear some.
That was gonna be my next question.
I don't even want to let you go too far.
You have anything you can share with the class?
Oh, y'all gonna put me on the spot like that?
I mean, I'll go first if you want. So you get a chance to get ready.
I mean, you was gonna read some poetry?
I got some poetry.
Oh,
you got some snap finger poetry?
I do.
Oh,
it don't have to be a beat playing?
No, I don't need no beat. It can be.
This sound like bars to me.
Listen,
the name of this poem is called climax.
I need some bongos. Hold on.
Give me some bongos. Quiet.
I don't have no bongos.
I can see Cody back there scrambling. Like, where's it at?
Oh, man.
The name of this poem is called Climax. Quiet, please. Thank you.
You should have gave me a longer pause before you gave me with the thank you.
Oh, you guys suck.
That was a great idea.
We're gonna refine it, man.
Eclectic.
Wait till we do this in front of a studio audience, man. They love it.
Roses are red.
Not roses are red. Okay.
Violence.
So y'all really want me to read?
Yeah, if you got some poetry.
Oh man. Okay. So one thing about me, I've actually never, which is funny because I've never memorized any of my poetry.
Okay.
As long as I've been writing, but the reason why I've actually explained this to a friend is that I write in the moment. Like I'll get a feeling, I'll pour it out, I'll read it, and then I'll probably never look at it ever again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But whenever I do randomly go back to my poems, I'm like, damn, sis, you was in a feeling.
Like, what was I going through that day?
Right. So, okay, I'm going to just pick the very first one that popped up.
No hand claps, just finger snaps.
Just finger snaps. Okay. So the title of this poem is A Perfect World. In a perfect world, we'd be united, happy, healthy, striving, and thriving. We are victims of hate and brutality, trapped in a tragic reality. We can't seem to escape this catastrophe. In a perfect world, we'd recognize that we're at war. In a perfect world, we know it's time to settle the score. We'd fight back, minds lost, hearts gone, families shattered. We are screaming at them as if they didn't already know our lives mattered. They know. See, we built these walls, we grew this wealth, for the blood, sweat, and tears of our ancestors is what gives them health. In a perfect world, we'd put our money where our mouth is. We'd buy the hood instead of letting them buy the hood. Banks, stores, doctors, transportation, education, all the essential things, we depend on them. We give our money to them, our time to them, our energy to them, our freedom to them. But in a perfect world, we'd control our own destiny. We'd be the rulers of the galaxy. We'd see vibrance and prosperity. In a perfect world, we'd love one another. In a perfect world, we'd embrace one another. Let's open our eyes to what lies before us. Centuries-long war against the original people on this earth. It's time we open up our potential and take a journey back to the greatness and power we once called our own. There is nothing that we cannot do when we work together. This land is our land. That land across the ocean is our land. We are the creators of life. We breed humanity. It is us who will be everlasting. In a perfect world, I wouldn't have needed to write this poem.
That's dope, man.
That was long as hell.
It was powerful. You had to feel it.
Yeah.
Hey, that's real shit though,
Just
man.
kidding. You gotta have a condensed version for on the spot poetry.
Well,
I loved it. No, don't get it wrong. I was like, oh, and then I was ready to snap like 4 times. I was like, oh, still another one.
Oh.
The condensed version is
was cool
they
with
shoot
it,
and
though.
stay woke. That's the condensed version.
I was cool with it though.
Hey, but no, that's powerful though, man, because that's like a lasting condition now. You know,
Yeah.
me and her was having a conversation before, and it was like they got to get rid of us because we are the reminder of America's hypocrisy. Is lie. You know what I'm saying? Like all men are created equal. Except for these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like liberty and justice for all. Except for these niggas. You know? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Except for these niggas. But then we go to other countries with the moral high ground. Like, yeah, we about to liberate the fuck out of y'all. We about to give y'all the same freedom we got.
Who you niggas is.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
But the rest of us is free. Like countries is not once they just, but in the last 50 years, just catching on. Like, man, they really don't fuck with niggas in America.
No, they don't.
You know, every age and every generation had that light bulb moment. Where, you know, it's an epiphany. It's like our parents raised us and told us we was an equal place. Everybody was equal. People was going to be treated equal. You expected fairness in the world.
Yeah.
You had maybe one bad experience, but then you had that one experience where you just Centralize it all in your mind. Like, this some bullshit over here.
Yeah. Yeah, especially when it's like got to this polite racism. Like, you just gonna smile in my face and plot my demise?
And then Donald Trump got in office and you thought it was cool to wear your General Lee's t-shirt to work?
Right. You know what this means to me, right? This is
He brought it out.
Man.
Well, you got your Black Lives Matter shirt on. It's not the same.
That boy word would never use so much.
Right.
Look, boy.
Right. That's offense versus defense.
Boy.
I like Kwame Brown taking it back for the black man. The boy.
Boy.
That is funny.
Yeah, man, but I don't know if there's a way to stop racism. You know, a way to get like equal. But look, let me ask y'all this.
I think it's money in making white racist t-shirts.
Oh, of course. But I'm saying, do you think we would be dope if there was no, like, if we got equal? Like, so much of our reality, our personality is tied into the struggle. You know, like, we be, I don't know. We might be we don't got no purpose no more.
We'll be bland after that.
Right. Just picking random fights. Like, you know what?
We have no rhythm.
I heard a white guy say one day, somebody had to own the slaves. The hell, how would they be slaves?
So mad.
Slave masters matter.
Yeah, right. Oh, man.
Matter.
Hey, but you know, they said that's how the prison got started. But I get that. Like, slavery's abolished. Your whole life, you done had slaves picking cotton. Now you got all this cotton. What you gonna do? We need a reason to get our slaves back.
Make t-shirts.
Chain gangs.
Chain gangs. Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's not
Every
right.
prison in the world has a factory on the property.
Of course.
Yeah.
There's a factory on every prison property. Yeah. And they'll take a guy off the streets with zero education, zero training, put him on a $50 an hour job, working a machine that costs millions of dollars, train him on the spot, and let him work that job for 20 years. He can get out, go to a factory, got the same job. He got 20 years of prison experience, but can't get a job in this factory.
Not at all.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It's the slavery is real.
That's crazy.
Man.
I mean,
it's designed to keep you back.
Wow.
Man.
Yeah. You can't even go work at the same place you was just working for, practically.
Yeah.
Dudes come home from prison with phone book size folders of certifications, training programs, because all they had was time.
Yep.
The word prison came, the penitentiary came from.
I can make license plates. I can cut hair. I can break rocks.
Right.
That's why they get the business for
I'm
themselves.
going to give you a quick history lesson. Penitentiary came from the Jesuit monks, which was Christian. Before they was called Christian, they was called Jesuits, which is followers of Christ. Real quick story. They had cells where the only thing allowed in the cell was the person, a potato sack cloth, a rope to tie around, an ink quill, and the feather and a thing of ink and paper and a candle. And the only thing they did all day was study.
What is he making with the potato and the quilt and the rope?
The rope is the wrap around the potato sack outfit. He a monk.
Oh.
He got a potato sack on for an outfit with a rope tied around his waist.
Oh, that's his outfit. I got you.
Yes. This is the only thing allowed in the cell with him. That's what I'm saying. That's how tight it was.
That's crazy.
They didn't have no pillow. They had some straw in a pile. They slept on that, and they got up and they studied all day. And that's why monks were so wise. They were the only people allowed to read.
So they put people in prison in order to make them wise, study and become
some
wiser?
dudes, when they go to prison, my point is, they have nothing but time to study. Right. Nothing but time to read, nothing but time to better themselves, nothing but time to learn a trade, learn a craft. They come home master craftsmen.
Yeah.
With certification that's supposed to be recognized by the state.
Yep.
You can't use it.
Can't do nothing with it.
Hey, but you can find a good woman with that sweat equity. Just straight put them right there. Like, girl, I had to get your HVAC together.
Look what I can do.
And it's funny that you say that, because my story is a direct reference from somebody who I know that's experienced it in that way.
Is this somebody I know also?
No.
Okay. I think it is. Anyway, but yeah, no, that's crazy though. Are there any solutions though for us to, like, I don't know. Me and Moan was talking, man. Like,
the solutions are long term. There's nothing quick.
It's baby steps.
Yeah, as far as liberation, as far as our people actually having some type of footing in this country, it's definitely long term.
Get closer to the microphone, please.
Is that better?
That's way better.
Okay.
Wonderful. Yeah, so yeah, it's definitely long term. I mean, because the type of issues that we are facing, are police brutality, mass incarceration, systemic things that are going to require laws to be changed. We're going to need new Congress, mayors, district attorneys. Those type of people will need to be implemented. Like we were talking the other day, you got to vote locally. Yeah. You can't care about. I mean, the president doesn't matter. I'm not going to even sugarcoat it.
Yeah,
the president doesn't matter. But you want to know who your judges are. You want to know who those people are who are actually the ones who enforce the laws that are inflicted on us. Because if you get a good district attorney, they're not going to let black men constantly be brought into their office for petty shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They're going to turn that away and tell the chief of police or the police department, stop bringing that over here. Stop arresting them. We're going to waive those tickets. We're going to get rid of those bonds and all of that. And, you know, it will take those people for change to actually occur.
Man. So. Yeah. That sounds like what you said. That the second book is going to talk about the brothers.
Oh yeah.
That sounds like definitely a topic for there.
Absolutely. So my second book, I'm not going to give the title yet, but my second book is more geared towards black men, our kings. And it's going to encompass their particular experience in this country and in this world in general, in a more criminal justice light, their experiences in the criminal justice system, and it is going to talk again about the mass incarceration, the police brutality, even way back, like we mentioned, chain gangs. How far back have black men been in the mass incarceration system that this country has been inflicting for ever?
Yeah.
So. Yeah,
we need an alternative to jail. Like, it just seems almost cruel and unusual.
It is cruel and unusual. I mean, by the UN standards.
Yeah, I was thinking they should have public floggings. Bring a nigga in the middle of the street, and you get your ass whooped. You get as many lashes according to what you did.
The reason why I won't be a fan of that is because during the Reagan administration, they abolished and disembarked all the mental institutions. You know that, right? There's no more madhouses. No, absolutely not. No. Like, you have little facilities that'll house you and try to treat you, but ultimately they treat you and release you.
Right. Yeah. That
they
is
don't
very
have
true.
no long-term like
mental prison
sanitariums
almost.
And stuff like that. They gone.
That is very
so
true.
I didn't know that.
The mentally disturbed people wind up on medication in prison.
Right.
Yeah.
When they call Meg line in prison, it's like a stampede. They go down fast and they come back slow.
Well, I'm not saying whip the mentally ill people, but like somebody did like a legit crime, you get.
But just because,
sex offenders,
how do you tell a mentally ill from the mentally ill?
I think you got to go off the crime. Like, everything shouldn't be a whipping crime, you know. But if you like,
if you
armed robbery, it's like, all right, man, you got to get these lashes.
But if you're talking about dealing with a person based on their mindset, you dealing with the person based on their intentions, right or wrong.
Yeah.
So how do I determine whether your intentions is sane or insane?
Does mentally ill run the armed robbery?
Once you become a fourth-time defender and your back is covered in lashes.
No, look, the weapon goes up. Look, you
but you gotta think about the reason why. Like, if we're talking about a crime, just hypothetically armed robbery,